Here's the champion of the Goodwill Games in the all-around, Kochetkova.
And this music fits her perfectly.
Winner of 2 golds and 2 bronze medals so far here at the Goodwill Games.
And she clinched one of those on this event, and it was by virtue of her amazing tumbling ability.
You've said it before, but it is worth reiterating. Doesn't she remind you a lot of American Julianne McNamara?
Every time I see her, I think of Julianne, especially when Julianne was young and first on the scene.
Julianne, of course, the gold medalist in the Olympics on the uneven bars in 1984.
This is how she won the all-around. She did this final tumbling pass and just stuck it cold. Oh, we'll see if it does it here.
She needs more than a 9.887 to move into the lead. It's going to be close.
There were only 2 9.9 plus scores given yesterday in the all-around competition for floor, and it was to Kochetkova and Shannon Miller. Very nice landing. I love the way she does the full twist without grabbing her legs and then just pulls it over. She's so strong.
Beautiful. 9.925 for Kochetkova. That bumps her into first place over Kochetkova and Dina. Interesting point, Kathy Johnson. We just got news. There was a judges' conference on Marianna Webster's score on the balance beam. They raised her score to a 9.725, which means she gets the bronze medal here at the Goodwill Games on the balance beam.
Bart, and the reason they raised it was she had enough difficulty for it to be scored out of a 9.9. They missed that, so they started out of a 9.8 once they put that 1/10 of a point back.
Hard to believe we've had confusion with scores here at the Goodwill Games.
This is where she had trouble and all around. Oh, and that was beautiful. That's the best I've ever seen her do it.
That's where she said she wanted to redeem herself, and she did. I'll bet you hearing the news about the bronze medal on the balance beam certainly didn't hurt.
Regardless of what she goes on to accomplish in this sport, she will never forget this moment. No one ever forgets their first major international competition.
And particularly because of the controversy. You were sure that she was 5th after the scores were changed. She gets the bronze.
All she needs to do is carry over that energy that she came on the floor with on this final tumbling run. What a great experience for this young gymnast. I think she's going to be smiling all the way back home.
The young American team, of course, included Sonny Meduna, Marianna Webster, as you saw there, Jenny Thompson, just 13 years old from the United States, as well as, of course, Shannon Miller. Great experience for these young ladies. Not the A team from the United States, but a strong team.
Look at her face here. She is pushing so hard. She came up short and all around, and she just said to herself, there is no way she's going to do that again. And she pulled. And I know what it's like to pull like that to get your feet around. I'm going to check here just to make sure she didn't step out of bounds. Hard to see from this angle. I didn't see a red light go on at the time.
It looks like her heel was over the line. It's hard to tell, as you said. but the light did not come on, which means the judges wouldn't be taking the deduction. And the score for Marianna Webster, a 9.362. We will be back with more gymnastics here at the Goodwill Games, including Shannon Miller in her final performance.
Now let's see who could bring more gold home as the power-laden field hits final stride. Bart Connor and Kathy Johnson have the exciting conclusion.
On the floor now from China, this is Jin Yu. One of the young performers from China to come here. They did not do well at all. Very inconsistent in team and all-around competitions.
Just like Marianna Webster, she really doesn't have the level of difficulty needed for the event finals on this event. Marianna had a start value of 9.7.
Part of the fact was due to the fact that they did deduct for her stepping out of bounds. That's why her score is lower than we might have thought.
It was an additional tenth of a point off, so she actually started from a 9.6, so that was a great score.
Jin Yu from China. I loved it on her bio here. She wrote, her goal in life is to be a rich person. Good for her.
This is not a real strong pass in terms of difficulty. And that's what's going to hurt her in this event. Her presentation was beautiful. It's nice arm movement, nice form. It's really going to hurt her not to have a high level of difficulty and the power behind her tumbling.